Good morning, children. Now I am going to explain the images formed by a concave mirror in the form of ray diagrams. Okay, where the image is forming and how the image is forming, and that I am going to explain. First, here total five cases are there. In the first case, when the object is far away beyond the center of the curvature. Now, generally, this is the center of curvature. Center of curvature. Center of curvature means the center point of the sphere from which the given mirror is a point. So this is the center of curvature. If you join the line between this center of curvature and pole, you will get the principal axis. Right now I am taking the object here beyond the center of the curvature. Now this is the object. Right. Now I will take the object and I will use the name as A and B in this direction. Right. Now I am applying the laws of reflection by a spherical mirror. Laws of reflection by spherical mirror. Okay. A ray parallel to the principal axis. Okay. After reflection, it will go through the focus. Right. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. It will pass through the focus. Right. This is the focus. And here, a ray directed to the center of curvature. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. It retraces its path. Right. This is the ray directed toward the center of curvature. It retraces its path. Okay. Where they are meeting, here they are meeting. Right. This is A prime. And now if I draw these two lines. Okay. Now here A prime and B prime. Now you see what type of image. See, this is the AB and this is A prime B prime. Means inverted image. Inverted image and a smaller size. Here this is the size of the object. Here this is the size of the image. So now I got a smaller size. The size of the image is small. So this means diminished image. Here I got the diminished image, right? And inverted size, it is invertedly the image is formed, inverted image, and the image is forming on the screen. Okay, not on the mirror. The image is forming on the screen. So real image. So when the object is far away beyond the center of the curvature, the image is formed between the center of curvature and the focus. In between the center of curvature and focus, and the properties of the images are real image, inverted image, and diminished image. Yes, children, now the case 2 I am explaining when the object is at the center of curvature. This is the center of curvature. This is the center of curvature. The object is kept at the center of curvature. So this is the AB. Now I give the name as object name A and B. Right. Now I am applying the laws of reflection of spherical mirrors. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. Right. This is the ray. This is the parallel ray. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. Now one more ray I am taking. A ray directed toward the focus. After reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. A ray directed toward the focus. After reflection, it passes through. It will be parallel to the principal axis. So when this ray, here it is meeting, and a ray directed toward the focus, after reflection, it will be parallel to the this here they are meeting. So here this is A prime and C. Now you look at what type of image, where the image is formed. A, B. Now A prime means it's inverted image. What type of image is formed? Here inverted image is formed. Inverted image is formed, and the size of the image is as size of the object. So same size image. The image is getting on the screen. So real image, inverted image, real image, inverted image. The size of the image is same size of the object. Right? Understood? Now we will go to the third case. Yes, children, a third condition, when the object is between the center of curvature and the focus. This is the center of curvature. Imagine this is the center of curvature and this is the focus, right? So now I kept the object here. This is the object AB. AB is the object. Now I am applying the laws of reflection, right? Now a ray parallel to the principal axis. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. So it will go through the focus, right? And one more ray I am taking. So a ray directed toward the center, a ray directed toward the focus. After reflection, okay, it will be parallel to the principal axis. When I am extending this rod, when I am extending this ray, here these two rays are meeting here. So where they are meeting? Here, this is A prime. A prime. You see the nature. A, B. Here A prime, B prime means inverted image. So here what type of image we are getting? Inverted image we are getting. Inverted image we are getting. And the size of the image is large. Okay. Large image. Diminished means small. It is a large image. The size of the image is large, inverted, and real image. Real image. Why it is called real image means the image which we can get on the screen is called real image. So real image we are getting, inverted image we are getting, and large image we are getting, and beyond the C we are getting. When the object is between the center of curvature and the focus of the mirror, okay, the image is formed at where the image is formed beyond the center of curvature. Beyond the center of curvature, we will get. Yes. Now fourth condition, at the focus of the mirror. Now this is the principal axis. This is the principal axis. This is the pole. This is the principal axis. Now let this is the focus point F. Okay, now the object I am keeping at the focus. The object I am keeping at the focus of the mirror. Focus of the mirror, right? The object I am keeping at the focus of the mirror. Okay, now a ray parallel. I am applying the laws of reflection of spherical mirrors. A ray, right? This is the object. I will give the name as AB. The image object is given as A and B. Right, AB is the object. AB is the object, and this is the direction AB. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. Right. So this is the focus. This is the right. One more ray I am applying here. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. How I can show the ray directed toward the center of curvature means here. Okay. Here, this is the ray. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. A ray directed toward the center of curvature, it traces its path. Now you see here these two rays are not meeting. These two rays are not meeting at any point. Understood? So what we can expect here, the image we may get at infinity. The image we may get at infinity. Somewhere we will get. So what type of image we will get? Real image will get. Real image means the image which we can get on the screen. Real image. An inverted image, inverted and enlarged image will get when the object is at the focus. When the object is at the focus of the mirror. When the object if we keep at the focus of the mirror, enlarged image will get. Right? An image formed at infinity. We don't know where the image forms. It means infinity. At infinite distance, the image forms. Image is getting on the screen, so real image. Inverted nature will get. Okay, inverted nature will get. And enlarged image. Enlarged means big image will get. Yes, children. Now the object is between the focus and the pole. This is the focus, this is the pole. Now if the object, if I keep between the focus and pole, now what type of image will get, we'll see. Right? Now I am applying a rule, laws of reflection. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. Right? Here. It will go through the focus. Here. A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. Right? And then a ray from here I can take a ray directed to the center, a ray directed toward the center of curvature. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. This is the ray directed toward the center of curvature. It retraces its path. A ray directed toward the center of curvature, it retraces its path. Now, where we can get the image? We can expect the image is formed in the inside the mirror. If you extend these lines, okay, extend these lines, these rays may meet at a particular point. These rays may meet here. Okay, now I can expect these rays, they meet at a particular point. There will get an enlarged image will get. You see, suppose you can extend this principal axis. Okay, now you see the image, enlarged image we are getting. Here we are getting the enlarged image. Enlarged image we are getting. Okay, here let it is A prime and B prime. Same image we are getting. Means virtual image we are getting. Virtual image means the image we can't get on the screen. In the mirror only you can able to see. The image we can't get on the screen. In the mirror itself we can see. That is why it is erect image and enlarged image, erect image, enlarged image, and a virtual image. Virtual, erect, enlarged. Virtual image means the image we cannot get on the screen is virtual image. So here in the mirror itself we can get. So virtual image. Erect means upright direction, same direction. A prime, B prime. Same direction, and enlarged image we are getting. So these are the 5 conditions where, okay, if the object is far away beyond the center of the curvature, what type of image we are getting? Real inverted dimension. I think, I hope you understood the children. Okay. These are called ray diagrams. Now whatever I have drawn are called ray diagrams. Okay, based on this we can say where the image will be formed. Okay, I hope you understood the concept. Thank you. Yes children, now the image is formed by a convex mirror, right? This is a convex mirror, right? This is a convex mirror. Now the center of curvature will be inside. Here this is the center of curvature and this is the midpoint pole. Now if you extend, now you line the pole and the center of curvature, you will get the principal axis. This is the principal axis. Now if you keep if you keep an object anywhere on the outside of the mirror, okay, now where you will get the image, you see. Now I am applying the rules. This is the object is AB is the object. Now I am applying the rules. A ray parallel to the principal axis, right? A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, okay, actually this is the reflected ray. This is the reflection, but it will be appeared to meet here. Okay, it will be reflected like this. It will go through the focus, no? A ray parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will go through the focus. Now this is the focus, right? It is going. Now one more ray I am taking. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. A ray directed toward the center of curvature. It retraces its path. So it retraces its path. When these two rays where they are meant to meet, here they are meeting. Right? This ray here and this. Okay. Now here the image will get. The image is formed. The image is formed between the pole and focus. The image is formed between the pole and focus. The image always formed between the pole and focus. Pole and focus. Right? And see the nature. Virtual image. Virtual image means the image we are getting in the mirror itself. So virtual image not on the screen. Virtual image erect, upright direction only. Same direction. AB. Upright direction and always smaller image. So in case of convex mirror, wherever you keep the object, you always will get virtual, erect and diminished image, and between the pole and focus of the convex mirror you will get. Right? Yeah. Yes, children. Now we will see the practical uses of mirrors, where we are using mirrors, whether it is a plane mirror or spherical mirror in day-to-day life, where we are using. That is called practical applications. Now you see that ENT doctors, okay, ENT doctors, they will keep a mirror on their head mirrors. We say head mirror. ENT doctors, ear, nose, tongue. The doctors who are treating the diseases of ear, nose, tongue, eyes. Children, the doctors who will see the patients of eyes, nose and tongue. Okay, that doctor is called ENT doctor, specialist doctor. ENT doctors, in the head mirrors they will use concave mirror. Even dentists also they will use concave mirror to get the magnified image of the teeth. Okay, when they are observing the tooth, they will use the concave mirror. Concave mirror is used to get the magnified image of the teeth. Okay, and ophthalmologists means eye doctors. Okay, the apparatus. Okay, that is called ophthalmoscope. In ophthalmoscope, okay, eye doctors will use ophthalmoscope. It is fitted with a concave mirror having a small hole near the center. You can observe that ophthalmoscope there near the mirror, one hole will be there. Okay, this concave mirror helps the doctor to direct a beam of light into the patient's eye, and they can able to see the retina clearly. To see the retina clearly, ophthalmoscope having concave mirror, that is used by eye doctors. Eye specialists will use ophthalmoscope. Right? Why dentists use concave mirrors? To get the magnified image of the teeth. Magnified means enlarged, big image. Right? For eye doctors, concave mirror, how it is helpful? To observe the retina clearly, ophthalmoscope helps. In ophthalmoscope, what type of mirror? Concave mirror. ENT doctors also they will use concave mirror. Dentists and ophthalmologists, eye doctors also will use concave mirror. What about convex mirror? Convex mirror, it is called as the safety mirror. Okay, the junction of the roads they will keep convex mirror. Even in vehicles, even in scooters, cars and lorries, you can see the rear view mirror. Okay, just near the driver's mirror will be there. That is called as a rear view mirror. In the rear view mirrors, what is the use of rear view mirrors? Rear view mirrors in the vehicles helps the drivers to see the traffic behind them. Okay, to see the traffic behind them, this rear view mirrors helps. And telescope, some convex lenses and suitably curved mirror they will use. Okay, what for we use telescope? To observe the things in the universe. To observe the things in the universe, we use telescopes. And one more instrument is there, that is called periscope. Periscope. Okay, in the periscope, what they do? Overhead objects. To see the overhead objects means if an object is above your head, the height of the object is above your head means more heighted objects means overhead objects. Overhead objects with the help of periscope we can see. In the periscope also plane mirrors they will use in the periscope. With the help of periscope we can see the heighted objects, right? And already I told about the kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a like a toy it is. We can see the number of images, multiple images we can see in the kaleidoscope. These are the practical uses of mirrors in day-to-day life. Thank you.